And we are back from the break. We've got Joey back in the party for the first time in a very long time. Although technically he was in the party for a fight. Since we'll probably have to fight some things on the way out, let's go ahead and have some Tinto burgers. Nom nom nom. Also, actually, let's compare stats. Alright, so 163 to 144 strength, yeah, stronger. 185 to 177 dexterity, yeah, more dexterous. 138 to 146 protection, not as tough, I don't like that. 160 to 182 magic, really don't like that. 152 to 158 magic defense, it's terrible, sir. 176 to 166 speed, yes, I'm faster. 204 to 163 luck, I'll take it. I am luckier. Also, he has a level 5 star staff with attack 14 versus my 170. Twin Destiny Fang. Yeah, screw you, Joey. Our BFF Joey. And by BFF, we mean, best fried friend? Yeah, we'll go with that. Best fried friend, because we should fry it. Alright, let's go. Let's go start our journey together. And really, it's just so that we can, you know, knock him off somewhere in secret. Wait, what? What's going on? If we hadn't run away then we'd have problems, because without you two, peace would never have come to this land. I'm pretty sure it would have come to this land, without Joey doing everything he did. We did kill Luca Blight. Oh, so you're leaving after all. I had hoped that you would stay and lead this still unstable country. You're the right man to do it. But I won't try to stop you. You certainly paid a heavy price and then some. We can ask no more of you. Go out and see the world with your own eyes. It still holds so much for you, especially considering that you're only 15. That said, your life is all downhill from here. And I hope that one day, when you've finished with your journey, you'll come back. There's just one thing I have left to report. Keeping secrets isn't loyal behavior as a subordinate, but I was explicitly told not to tell you. When Nanami fell in the Matilda Kingdom. What? No, you call yourself a doctor? Stop it, Flick. All you're doing now is taking your anger out on him. That won't change anything. I know that, but still, it's just too unfair for Ald. Damn, first Kiba, now Nanami. We fought so hard together, scratched out victory together, and now it just ends here like this? Yeah, Shu, the 15-year-old child soldier is definitely the right person to lead the new country in a time of peace. Yeah, totally. Damn it. Ald? Master Shu. What? Can I speak with you inside? I wonder how they got her out of the castle. Master Shu? Dr. Wan, what is this? I'm sorry, I put him up to it. And I suppose you have a good reason for doing this. Yes. I'm thinking about going my separate way from Ald for a while. That will sadden him greatly. Of course, he's a silent protagonist, so there will really be no indication of it whatsoever. I know that, I do. But I can't take any more of this, of Ald and Joey fighting. I can't bear to see Ald in pain either. So you're gonna inflict more pain on me. When the arrows flew at us, Ald tried to shield me with his body, and that's when I understood. Ald shouldn't be doing such things. True, a leader can't behave like that. I mean, actually, all I did was pull out my weapons.
That's why I'm going to let you have him all to yourself for a while.
And what will you do in the meantime?
I'll go back to Grandpa Genkaku's house. I think it'll be safe enough if people don't figure out that I'm back. Besides, it would be so sad if he had no home to return to once this is all over, don't you think? Finally, I have a favor to ask. If and when the time for him to come home does arrive, I want you to tell Alt about this conversation we had.
Why ask me of all people to do this?
Because knowing you, you'll never tell him until it's absolutely necessary.
Yes, you're right about that. Very well, I'll do it. How dare you keep a secret from me? Now you die. And so that's it. Those are my final words to you as your strategist. Take good care of yourself, Commander. Oh no, we've been blinded by the light again! Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. I did not consent. Yay! Nanami Huggles! There's still the all patch on the wall back there too. You've got backpacks. Why do I have the biggest backpack? Aw, that is a pretty little house. Not gonna go in and say hello, huh? They have a kitty. Now we're back on the pass. Oh. We're gonna leave you behind, Joey. Teresa Wisemell became mayor of Green Hill and made peace with the Karaya. She would go down in history as a distinguished mayor, left Green Hill to sharpen his skills as a swordsman and never returned. Returned to New Leaf Academy, later became headmaster and also taught at the school. Returned to Muse City and was later elected as mayor. Finished his term as acting mayor and chose to live as a normal citizen. Took up the position as commander-in-chief of the Dragonia Army. Refused a position in the Dragonia Republic and returned to live in Redout. As promised, she returned to Redout with freed and lived happily ever after. Founded a library in Tinto City and taught many children the magic of learning. Yay! Fought in the Grasslands War as commander of the Tinto City forces. Lived eating happily in Two River City, where she opened a restaurant. Occasionally visits Marlowe and marvels at his great scholarship. The Grasslands War, huh? I think that's supposed to be the Firebringer War. Returned to the White Deer Inn to live a happy life with Alex and Pete. Returned to the White Deer Inn, but can't seem to lose his treasure hunting bug. Once the war is over, he had fulfilled his long service as a knight and left. Reformed the Matilda Knights and was put forward to be their commander, but politely declined the honor. Reformed the Matilda Knights along with Miklatov and then journeyed to the western grasslands. Continued to be a private investigator in Redat. So apparently they went over to where Zexen is. I thought Teresa ended up ruling the country. Returned to her life as a traveling performer, but often thinks of Ald. Aww. Leads a group of performers with Eileen Bolgan and travels around the world. Returned to his life as a traveling performer while continuing to read books and studying hard. Go, Bolgan! Annalie travels with her music group, sharing her beautiful voice with people everywhere. Travels with Annalie and continues to get into trouble wherever he goes. Travels with his group while improving the armor skills that he learned in Crom. Returned to Kaku and his life of ribaldry and moral turpitude. Enjoys a life of fishing on the shores of Lake Torin. Once more journeying in an effort to discover the edge of the world. Left the Dragonia Republic to once again pursue Uber. Journeyed to Kanakan, south of the Tauren Republic, to continue delving into the mystery of the Sindar. Scheming to investigate the ruins of Kanakan before Kylie can get there. Patched things up with his estranged wife after being dragged home by Tomo, where they now live as a family. Having reunited with her parents, she is currently living happily at home with both of them. Journeyed to the grasslands without saying a word to anyone. She should have shown up at 3. Stayed in the Dragonia army as a magic instructor, still as infuriating as ever. With his contract over, he vanished, whereabouts currently unknown. Traveled to the Tauren Republic to challenge her rival. That would be Valeria. Well, they won't be seen again. In the timeline. Returned to Two River, where he continued as leader of the Kobold army, helping to train the younger generation. Returned to Two River, currently stirring up lots of trouble with his pals, living his strange, funny life while still teasing Chaco. Chaco. Achieved his desire by becoming captain of the Dragonia Army's Kobold unit, currently performing admirably as Gengen's second-in-command. Finally found her grandpa and returned home with Taro. Aww. Journeyed to the Holy Kingdom of Harmonia to continue his studies abroad. Left with Vincent on a journey to the Holy Kingdom of Harmonia. Still working as the armorer of Dragonia Castle. Stayed in the Dragonia Republic and became commander of the Elite Guards. Returned to his life of wandering, nobody knows of his whereabouts. Returned to Klon in the Tauren Republic, where his expulsion was rescinded, and resumed his training. Living happily with her daughter's family in Two River. His gambling business in Dragonia Castle is still a raging success. Returned to Lake West, where he's building the largest bathhouse in Dragonia. Traveled north once again in search of the object of his revenge. Never forgets to do his daily runs, squats, push-ups, and sit-ups. Training daily with her master, her goal is to beat a bear with her bare hands. I think she's beat more things with her bare hands than a bear. Go Gadget! Mecha! Oh, there's Jean there, an Adline. Riding on Gadget, she took off on an adventure to find Jupo. Continues to allow Meg to travel with him despite her selfishness. Returned to his quiet life in Crom Village. And somewhere along the lines, Meg had a kid. Not too long after this. Journeyed north towards the Tauren Republic, which is to the south. Continued to work as blacksmith at Dragonia Castle while dreaming of working on a famous sword. Continued to work as an appraiser, trying and bring his Celadonner collection to 1,000. Set off for the Tauren Republic to battle his arch-rival, Crowley the Wizard. Tired of the war, he retired as a mercenary and returned to his wife and child in Zexen. Still living in the Republic of Dragonia and trying to expand Gordon's mercantile. And Gilbert should have been in 3 as well. Thought about wiping his hands of thievery and making an honest living, but quickly changed his mind. Continues to work hard to grow delicious vegetables in the fertile fields in Tinto. Returned to Black Dragon Island, and I missed the rest. Returned to South Window to continue inventing and making trouble for his neighbors. Looking for inspiration for a new work following the completion of Dragonia Castle's guardian deity. Returned to Ante to continue her work as a rune sage. And then eventually went to Brass Castle. Still an incredibly popular dancer in the streets of Couscous. After returning to Forest Village, he then headed for Crystal Valley to continue studying. After the war, he considered his role fulfilled and returned to Leknat's service. Not for that long, though. And then turned evil. Took the scenic route. Aw, they're adorable. Aw, look at them blush. With no place to return to, he still protects Dragonia Castle from all intruders. Returned quietly to the forest. Returned to the forest from whence he sprung. From whence he sprung. Set off again on a journey to the one temple of Crystal Valley. Set off for Crystal Valley with Humphrey in search of more information about dragons. Traveled to the grasslands in search of a bride for Bonaparte. Millie should have been in 3 as well. Dang it! continues his journey to become the fastest man in the land. Having completed Hanzo's mission, he returned to Rokaku Hamlet. Returned to Rokaku Hamlet with Kasumi and Mondo. Commandeered a ship and returned to the island nation. Stayed in Dragonia as a Beastmaster, where he practices his unique skills. Moved back to Cobalt Village, where he complains a lot but lives a happy life. Returned to the deep forest, where she lives a life in harmony with nature. Returned with Shiro to the woods near Ryubei, but occasionally visits the deep forest too. Wink. Always seen by the side of his master, Kinnison. Suikoden 3 is all my fault. I made Luke go to Green Hill and deal with Nina's nonsense. That's fair. That's fair. I wish Hicks and Tengar had shown up in 3 as well. Like, it's just kind of weird that Futch, of all people, is the one that shows up in 3. Go, Nina! You can do it! You can get him! Instead of going back to Warrior's Village, he sets off on a journey with Victor. Having finally destroyed Necklord, he sets off on an aimless journey for a change of pace. Tried to follow Flick, but lost sight of him and returned to the academy to wait for his return. Decided to observe human life instead of returning to Blue Moon Village. With no vampires left to hunt, he set off to look for a new life. Set off once again on his hunt for Elsa. Right, I never did finish that side quest either. Oh well. Drank too much champagne and accidentally teleported herself off somewhere 15 years later. Continued the journey of his manhood ceremony with Tengar, dreaming of her wedding to Hicks with a beautiful dress and the blessings of the entire village. Led his own unit during the Matilda campaign and was killed at the mercenary fortress. Stayed in Dragonia and received training as a military strategist under Shu. Returned to Rokaku Hamlet, but still visits Gregminster at least once a week. Wink. Became keeper of the vault of the Dragonia Republic. Returned to Muse to begin treating the people who were injured during the war. Continued his advanced training in medicine while assisting Dr. Huan, and eventually went to Grasslands. They say there's never an empty chair in her tavern at Dragonia Castle. Returned to Torin to get extra funds for his travels, but was caught, and now spends his days training. Said goodbye to Shu and continued on her journey to research and write a biography of Matthew. Dreams of a quiet life even as he continues to play a vital role in Dragonia. After reuniting Chiaro, the three friends continue their journey merrily. To him, the smiles of Joey and Nanami are his greatest treasures. Nanami, yes. I don't know about the show. And then we get to the credits again. So yeah, like, there's multiple characters who should have shown up in Suikoden 3. I really liked Hannah. I would have liked her to have seen her in 3. Yes, it'll be an early stream. But we'll, I'll talk about plans when the credits are done. There are people that I wish we'd seen more of as well. Like, one of my complaints with the game is just that the like, with so many characters, it can feel really like you really only get to see them a little bit kind of thing, and it can be a little annoying. Chrono Cross had the same problem. Yeah, but it doesn't have as many characters, and yeah, I mean, it's not great. He does show up a lot, yeah. I mean, the thing that I would have liked is more, like, rather than just you go to a place and, oh, there's so-and-so. You ask them to join and they join. Boom, that's it. I would have liked if every single character was somehow, you know, implemented in the story. I think 3 did it a bit better because there are so many, like, because you have the multiple chapter system with each, you know, the 3 major characters off doing their own thing, you do really feel like a lot of characters are, like, they play roles. They play a lot more roles. There aren't as many that just are there. Trying to look for the recruitment guide for 3. Right, okay. It doesn't actually have links to the characters themselves. That's a little annoying. Alright, let's see. Trying to think of yeah, like I'm just like glancing at the character list, and most of them are really people who, at least for a brief period, have a pretty significant role to play. I mean, not a significant, but they have a little bit of a role. I mean, it like, again, helps that you've got 4 different groups that they want to put people in so that you can make a full party with, kind of thing, you know? How Trails into Reverie did it, since it had like 50 playable characters. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a good way to do it. Like, if it was a case where, like, you know, I mean, and there were a few situations where you had to bring people along. And it was always better when you had to bring a new person along than someone that you, like, maybe haven't been using much, because then they are coming in at a good level, kind of thing. Those were the original credits. Now for the HD remaster credits. Yeah, like, just reading through the list of characters, there's a pretty significant number that I remember much better from 3 than I do from 2. And 1 as well. Well, there's still some grinding, but it's a lot easier, yeah. Of course, the best star is Chitatsu, 78. Vicky, 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 Vicky. Least favorite part of 3 is the amount of grinding, since you have to fight with characters rather than armies. Well, I mean, it's not even that, like, because that they level up really fast, it's not that bad. Despite having a 6-character party limit, it felt like there was a small core of 8 to 10 characters that were story required way more than was really needed. Yes. Yes, there were a lot of... And that's one of the things that made it hard to get to know characters in this game, is how often it was a situation where it was like, you really only have an option of putting in one of your dozens and dozens of characters. You know, because even when, like, 3 characters are required, you want to take Nanami along, especially if you know that you need to, you know, make sure that her levels are appropriate. Of course, she's required a lot of the time as well. So, like, there are so many situations where your main character, Nanami, Flick, and Victor are required. It just doesn't give you a lot of space to play with the other characters, especially if you want to learn their unites. And indeed, Kinshir, praise Vicky. Praise Vicky. I wonder if there were characters that they were going to put in that they decided not to, because Mel has the spot that Millie had, which I would not want to give up Mel for Millie. I like them both. I would want them both in 3. Our goddess of perpetual confusion. Best goddess. Special thanks, Suikoden 1 staff to, and against the Suikoden fans all around the world. Aww. I like when they thank the fans. And we get a nice final picture. That's a lovely picture. One thing you like about the newer Trails games, you have your active party and then a number of people who are still with the group but not in the battle. I mean, like, there is the convoy in this, but you can never actually put people into the convoy unless they're a required character that you just choose not to take. And you can do that, but again, like, Victor and Flick are really good characters. They're top-tier characters, so the only reason to not take them is because you want to try out other people, kind of thing, you know? So it really doesn't give you a lot of flexibility in that. Like, especially if you know that you're going to lose someone coming up, it would be nice to put some people in the convoy. I like what they did with the later Suikodens, where you have a support position that you put people in. That's pretty nice, too. You wish to save completed game data? Yes, I will. We'll go ahead and watch the opening again, since it's been a while since we actually watched it fully. No, one day I will not. Like, if you want a power level to 99, what you need to do is set yourself up very specifically and kill off your main character for most of the fights. So he's not gaining experience. One thing that I did forget is that Suikoden II has a Gordon, Suikoden III has a Gordon. They're both the same star, but they're different characters. It's very much a why thing for me. Gengen! Alright, if I load the clear data, where does that take us? Does it just, Does that... Okay. Is there new... hard... I say no. Does that... Let's see, if I leave it blank... Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, no, I don't think it loads the... Okay, sure, whatever. I don't think it does, like, a New Game Plus, which I didn't remember them doing. So, like, it does save the clear data. And there's no clear, like, decision on making Suikoden 3 HD Remastered yet, as far as I know. So I guess they're just doing that to prepare, which is good. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because it was in the original, and I don't know if they... I'm sure they decided to make Suikoden 3 when they made 2 originally, or, like, if it was doing well. But, I don't know. The fact that they did include it does make me hopeful that they will eventually do a Suikoden 3 HD remaster. Not that there's a whole lot of stuff that gets imported, but... But yeah, the fact that you can't load it back up either and play from that point is also interesting. Because I think you could in Suikoden 1. Oh well. Let's go ahead and return to the title screen. Let's see. If I exit the game, is it going to... Oh, actually, one thing it does do, I do have to start the game back up. It does unlock some things in the gallery, I think. Yeah, so probably opened up music. They remaster all of them. Here's hoping they fast forward on the overworld in 4. Yeah. So we got cinematics for 1 and 2. Mostly 2. Mostly 2. Not a whole lot for 1, actually. Event viewer. I wonder if this saves your character names. Do we have one of our characters? Will we get a name of them? This is Luca Blight's death. I don't remember if we got our name mentioned. It's interesting that they have an event viewer where it's just these, you know, in-game automatic sections kind of thing. I mean, hopefully the new Suikoden franchise stuff that they're planning, Starleap and the play and the anime do well. Yay, take out the soldiers. Okay, it does include your character's name in here. Alright, I was wondering about that. That's probably why they require you to save the clear data. Should have been a Luca Blight guidance story. Why? Just because? Who cares about Luca Blight? So it's interesting, like, Joey talks about having, I mean, yeah, I know he's here. But he's not the one that actually killed Luca Blight. He may have set it up, kind of thing. What, was he abused? Gotcha. Alright, we have endings. Okay. And credits. Okay. Let me get, like, artwork. I'm surprised they don't distinguish between Suikoden 1 and Suikoden 2 music. Joy time is never joy time. I do really like the music. It's good music in both games. I think Suikoden 1 and 2 have the best music. There's some good stuff in 3 as well, but not quite as much. Okay, so apparently this is the line where the Suikoden 2 music starts. Do you want my carrots? It's a good song name. Alright. Let's see. We'll do Beautiful Morning. That's a good one to end on. Alright, so that is going to be where we wrap it up tonight. It is a little bit early, but it's okay. The one thing Suikoden 4 has over the others you feel is the best intro song? I think 3 has my favorite intro song. That is one that I can... I mean, it coupled with the animation. Like, it's one of my favorites. Like, favorite opening scenes from a game. I think one of the few games that I could say for sure beats it, hands down, is Breath of Fire 4. Breath of Fire 4 is my favorite of all time opening. And that's including Xenogears. Xenogears actually might be number 2. I'd have to go think about that. Anyway, but that is going to wrap us up for tonight. Yeah, Breath of Fire 4, I would love to have seen that as, like, an anime. That would have been good. So, we have 2 weeks to go before Dragon Quest I and 2 come out. So, I don't know what I'm going to do on Monday yet. I might do some casual gaming, like Peglin or something like that. I can't think of too much that I would play that I would definitely be able to get done in 2 Monday sessions. So I'm thinking I might do Lego. How fast can I finish FFT? Not that fast. I'm gonna stream Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice Chronicles at some point. I'm not sure when. Maybe after Dragon Quest 1 and 2. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely can't do it in 2 sessions. That's for sure. So yeah, I might do more Lego. That's, to a certain extent, that's like the easiest thing for me to do right now. Just to hop on and do some Lego instead. So that might be it. But we do have Dragon Quest 1 and 2 coming out. So we've got the 20th and the 27th in between. So it's coming out on the 30th. So we'll either play some on the 30th or on the 3rd. I'm not sure yet which. Catch up on the months. Yeah. You have that on your lineup? You're a little uncertain about it? It's such a big game. What, Final Fantasy Tactics? Oh no, more Lego building. How terrible. Sarcasm, yeah. It's big by early PlayStation 1 standards. I wouldn't say it's big by current JRPG standards. Like, it really isn't that many fixed fights overall. And the game doesn't exactly have too many choices for you, which is fine. Like, I think they understood that Tactics Ogre, having those branching paths, kind of a problem. Grinding can take time, but you don't need to grind super a super lot kind of thing. Hopefully it doesn't take you 6 months to get through it. That's going to depend on how much you play it, really, I think. Are you planning to follow a walkthrough, or are you going to play it blind or semi-blind? Once a week at your current schedule? I don't really know what was added to the game. And I guess some of it will depend on, like, if you do any off-screen grinding, which isn't necessary, but if you're playing it blind, then you might want to do that. I've seen some of it HG's playthrough, but not too much to really spoil much. That's good. Let me check. Let me see how many episodes I had from mine. Hold on. So my LP was 99 episodes, and I definitely did not rush through those fights. Some of the episodes had multiple fights per episode as well. How long do you stream on your once a week thing? Around 4 hours? Let's see. No, it wouldn't. I don't think it would take you a year. It'll definitely take you multiple months, I think. No, I mean, you shouldn't rush it. Or push yourself or anything like that. No, I mean, it'll definitely take you a few months, for sure. But I don't think that, I don't think it'll, like, take all year kind of thing. And some of it is, like, there's a lot of side stuff that can be ignored, and especially if you're not following a walkthrough, you will probably miss. 3 to 4 months seems close to right. Maybe 4 to 5. Yeah, I'd say so. Something like that. I think you'll really enjoy it, though. I mean, if you like Final Fantasy games in general, and like the story is relevant today, shall we say, and that's one of the reasons why they re-released it. And it's very solid. Very, very good. It's one of the better Final Fantasy storylines. Seems like a lot of people have fun with it and enjoy it. More people were pushing you towards that than Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics is one of the better. It's certainly one of the better tactical games. One of the best. One of the better Final Fantasies. And yeah. So, and one of Square's better storylines as well. Alright, but I think that we are going to wrap it up now. Let's go ahead and get a raid going. Let's see who is on, if anyone is on that I follow. Yes. Gregoria is on. Let's go ahead and head over her way. She's playing some Oregon Trail 2. So I want to thank you guys for coming on out. We will be back next Monday to do something. We'll see what. But a few weeks away, we will have Dragon Quest 1 and 2, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. So I want to thank you guys, and I will see you next time. See you then, everyone.